In this video, we're going to be talking about Bloomify. What is this ecosystem? What is this project? How can you earn 1% daily? Is it sustainable? We're going to take a look at all of those details for you today, so stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day and are doing well. Today we're taking a look at a brand new project. This one here is called Bloomify and it launched a few days ago. I believe it was July 20th. We just have a brand new project on our hands and I want to share with you guys what this project is and what this ecosystem is. And I know you guys are going to be asking me, how can we earn 1% or up to 1% on a daily basis? And how is this sustainable? So we're going to get into that, but before we do, let's just take a look at this platform. This is their D app on Bloomify. I went ahead and I invested about $200 in their Nectar token. That is basically their native token. And the way to do that, they make it very, very simple because you don't need to go onto Trader Joe because this is on Avalanche. You don't need to do any of that. You essentially just come on their D app, and then if you want to deposit, you would deposit whatever amount you want in here. Let's say I want to put $20. You would put $20, and then the cool part about this, where it becomes very similar to Drip, is that you need to select a bloomer, and your bloomer is basically the team that you want to join. So of course, if you guys are watching this video and you want to join a team, definitely consider joining mine. And the way to do that, I'm actually going to have the wallet address that I use to sign up on Bloomify. I'm going to paste it in the description below. And what you need to do is you just paste your wallet in, or my wallet in that case, and then that would be your Bloomify team, which is basically my team. But that is basically the quick and easy way to get involved in this protocol. Now, as we can see, before making this video, I actually went ahead and I compounded my rewards. So we can see right now, my daily APR is 0.5% and it can go all the way up to 1%. And that's when 5 people are going to join under my team. Our team is now going to have 1% and everybody who joins the team is going to have 1% as opposed to only 0.5% daily APR. So this is basically where you would go to claim and compound, and you need to take the action every 24 hours because this is not something that's going to continually compound if you don't actually compound it or claim it every 24 hours. So just keep that in mind. It's not like your node project where if you don't do anything for a few days, you can come back and claim all of your rewards. You actually need to do it every single day. Now let's go ahead and dive deeper into this ecosystem and try to understand exactly how this works and how is it going to be sustainable to pay out a 1% daily APR to all of these holders. So the first thing we need to understand is that you are buying Bloomify or the Nectar token with USDC, and you do that through the D app like we just went through. And what happens here is that they actually use 50% of that USDC.E and they go ahead and they buy this Nectar token, which is their native token. And right now, the price of one Nectar token is sitting around $2.48, which is very good because I believe they launched around $1, and they are going to be implementing the LMS, which is Horde's liquidity management system. We are going to take a look at that, which is another reason why I'm super bullish on this project and I'm super interested in how it's all going to work. Now, if we go ahead and we talk about the ecosystem as a whole, there are so many different things to talk about, but I'm going to keep it super simple. Today, we're only going to be talking about Bloomify. We're not going to be talking about the Bloombox, which is another way to actually invest in the ecosystem. But if we take a look at where we start, so we start off here with Bloom. If we go down here, it says choose your path, and this is where the Bloombox comes into play. In a very quick summary, the Bloombox kind of similar to a node where you have an investment as an NFT, and then you can compound. It can actually increase in daily rewards, and you can compound and claim that percentage every day. So it's very similar to a node aspect. Now, what I want to talk about is the Bloomify side of things. So if we move on over to Bloomify, then you buy Bloomify or that Nectar token, or you invest in a platform with USDC.E. As we said, 50% of that USDC.E will be swapped to their Nectar token. And here is where that is going to go. So it's going to the distribution here, and then it goes 50% in Nectar, gets burnt. 35% goes into the reward pool, then 10% of that is actually sent to USDC for the liquidity management service, and as well as 10% in Nectar tokens as well. Then we have 10% going to the development, and then we have 75% of the USDC that goes into the treasury, where the team is actually going to do some on-chain and off-chain investments. So that is basically how your money is divided if you decide to participate in this project. Now, if we go down here, obviously with Bloomify, like we said, 0.5% daily rewards if you're without a team, and 1% if you are with a team. So if we move on and we talk about how you can benefit and potentially why you would want to invest in a project like this, the first thing we need to remember though is that the deposits you make cannot be withdrawn. So basically the $200 I initially invested in this, I cannot take out. So it's exactly like your nodes. It's exactly the fact that you have a sunk cost, and then every single day you can come here and claim about 1% or 0.5% every single day, all the way up until you make that money back. And the way you can benefit is that they have a max payout of 3.65 times your deposit. So if we go back to the D app, because I invested about $200, which was worth 88.33 Nectar, if we do that times 3.65, this gives me my max payout, which is 322 Nectar. And as we know, Nectar right now is sitting around at $2.50. So we would be looking at something around $700 to $800 for my max payout. Now, of course, I can continue to invest more, which is going to increase my max payout because I've put more money into it. And also the fact that your compounding as well as your referrals are all going to contribute to your max payout calculation. So if we go on to here, this is exactly what it says here. It does say that your future deposit, your pollinates, which is your compound, the rewards to deposit area from your downlines, so you're from your referrals, all of these stack up exponentially. Now, if we continue on here, there's also a burning of a significant percentage of taxes. As we talked about earlier, it is a forced hodl because you can only claim up to 1% on a daily basis. And where things get interested is this token price stability. This is super interesting in my opinion because they're going to be using Horde's liquidity management system. And as we know, if we go take a look at the price of Horde, this project is just absolutely crazy. If we take a look at that, they have been active, or they've launched over 2 months ago, and they have been hovering around the 99 to all the way to like $110, which is absolutely crazy to see this liquidity management system work so well in a bear market like we're seeing right now. So that's exactly what Bloomify is going to use for their Nectar token. They plan on having a range from $2.25 all the way up to $2.75. So that is super interesting because now we are getting daily rewards, and we know that the token price has this liquidity management system, which is basically going to make sure that the price remains between that range. Now with Drip, there was a huge amount of hype, and we can see that the token price went from about $5 all the way to almost $200, and people were just selling, and there was no actual treasury, there was no investments outside of new investors coming in, and that's one of the bigger major flaws that Drip had. Now, if we continue on and we talk about the referral and how that aspect of the project works, now let's say you guys were to use my wallet address in order to deposit. Well, basically 5% of your deposit would be deposited in USDC in the referrer's wallet, and in that case it would be my wallet, as well as 5% of your deposit value would be in Nectar in the Flower Vault. So this value would also increase every time someone would sign up or deposit with my wallet address. Now, of course, if you guys do the same and you have a team and people sign up through your code, you're the ones that are going to get paid. Now, what I'm trying to do here is build a community where we can have multiple people under us and build a big team, and then I can actually use all of these rewards that I'm getting and send it out to you guys in the form of airdrops. That way you guys are profiting off of what I am making. So it's all a big ecosystem in that way. And it also works with the pollination, where 5% of the compounded value goes to the upline, which is basically your referrer. And then of that 5%, there's 90% that goes into the Flower Vault and 10% that goes into your referrer's wallet. Now, the next big thing you need to understand before investing in this project is the NFT portion of it. So if you want to have these rewards from referring people or to build your team and you're referring people, you need to buy an NFT in order to have those rewards. So to make it easier and to understand what downlines are, if we take the example of my team, let's put me here. I'm using paint and a mouse, so don't judge me. Well, basically this is me. Let's say someone joins my team, they come in here, let's call them X. This is X, so I got a reward because I have an NFT and I did use this referral code for X to join my team. Now this is my level 1, the downline level 1, and now if X decides to refer other people, well then he is actually referring, let's say Y, and Y is going to use X's referral, but it's also under mine because X is actually using my referral, and this is the downline level 1, so we're going to call this DL1, and then we have the downline level 2, and that is basically what you need to understand for these NFTs, because if we go back here, if you want to have the downlines accessible tier 2, you're going to have to pay $250 to get that NFT, which is basically going to allow you to get the rewards from this person Y, even though this person Y was referred by person X, which is obviously in your team. Now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for is, how is this going to be sustainable? What are they going to do? What are they going to invest? And again, I am not a fortune teller. I can't tell you if this is going to be successful or not, but they do have a plan for sustainability. So the first thing they say here is that they are going to be building out their treasury just like any other project. And then they say they are going to be investing in both on-chain and off-chain assets. They do have an LLC as well. They have told me that they plan on investing in real estate, which is super interesting because if you're taking some crypto and then you're putting that in real estate, which is an actual real life investment, using those revenues in order to generate more, invest in other things. Obviously, they're going to be investing in crypto as well, but this makes it very interesting. Now, of course, we don't have all of the details, and this is just them telling us this, but we are going to have to wait and see how this works. Now, another thing about the team is that they are fully doxed, they are fully KYC'd, and they also have an audit out for their code. So that is awesome. That is obviously a check mark in my book. Now, in terms of revenue, they are doing stablecoin farming. They are also going to have LMS revenue. They are investing in other DeFi projects. They do have a mini DEX, but they are going to build out a proper DEX, and that's going to bring them a revenue as well. And they also plan on having a marketplace where you can trade all of these NFTs as well. Now, if we take a look at their DEX right now, this is their swap. So like I said, you don't have to go on to Trader Joe or anything. You can actually come here and buy the NCTR token. That's basically if you just want to trade it in the open market, because it's not going to be a part of the Bloomify ecosystem. But of course, this DEX is going to be built out, and they are probably going to have more tokens on there, which is also going to provide them with more revenue. If we take a look at the taxes, and another way this actually helps the ecosystem is that every time there is an action, whether it's a claim, a sell, or a compound, there is a 10% tax, and you have the breakdown of where that goes. It basically goes to either the upline, the burn address, or the treasury, or your flower vault, and that is all going to help the ecosystem as well. So that in a nutshell is how they plan on being sustainable. We obviously would like to have more information about their off-chain and on-chain investments. Hopefully that comes out in the future. The team is super active in the Discord, so I'm sure we'll be the first ones to know as soon as anything is said. So definitely join their Discord. And of course, the LMS from Horde is super interesting to me, and I can't wait to see how it all works with this, and especially if they are able to sustain the price between $2.25 and $2.75. Well, that is going to be amazing for this project. So to not make this video too much longer, that is your quick overview of Bloomify. Like I said, it's a brand new project. The team is KYC docs. They are super transparent, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Join the Discord, or also leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you guys are looking to join my team, then definitely use my wallet address. I'll paste that in the description below as well, and then we can all join the same team and earn rewards all together. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.